TRX Side Plank. It's probably one of the most challenging side plank variations that we do here. You're going to make sure that your straps are set up with that same guideline that we use for a couple of other like hamstring curl activities in here, where the bottom of these foot cradles should be about mid-shin on somebody when they're standing up, or maybe 12, 16 inches off the floor. This is definitely one where you can't be too close. If you're only a few inches off the floor, they won't be able to make any range of motion with their side plank. So try to get that mid-calf position. And then you're definitely gonna have to teach them and probably help them how to put their feet in the straps. There are a couple of different ways to do it, but the way that I think is easiest is just to place your hands on the actual rubber handle so that you press down on them and you can keep tension on them. If you let go of one or the other, it'll slide in the little fabric ring up there. So my hands are on the rubber handles. My left foot is going to go in the right foot cradle. I'm going to keep tension on it with this foot and this hand, and then my right foot is going to go in the left foot cradle. And then you want to make sure that their toes and their heel sort of line up against each other. You don't want their feet to be spreading around. It'll make it really hard to balance. You can even put their heel on top of their toes to secure them a little bit. But one of the common things is that these straps slide around a lot, so you might need to go over and secure them and help them and get it so that their front, my top leg heel is on my bottom foot toes, locked into place. My feet are kind of one solid piece. And then you're going to set up like for every other side plank with your elbow directly under your shoulder. You want to make sure, especially on this one, that you're not way out here. So I'm going to push myself away from that pad. I'm going to lift myself up into the side plank position, and then once I'm settled there, my whole body is parallel to the wall in front of me, nice and open. You can see my chest. If you look at me from the top down, you can see a nice straight line from my hips to my shoulders and down my legs, and I'm pushing away from the floor and holding. And then we can also add the hip tap in there. Once they've mastered the hold for about 45 seconds, 3 sets, you feel like they're solid there, then and only then can they add the hip tap. So you're going to press up into your side plank position, and then you're just going to bring your hips towards the floor and back up to your start position, making sure that they're not twisting. So we're not leaning forward, we're sliding back, we're bending at your hips. Everything is in a straight line, and you're just stretching through this side and then contracting to bring it back up.